Most people think their attention span is getting worse because of a lack of discipline. It's not. It's because their dopamine system has been rewired by constant stimulation. Your brain evolved in environments where novelty was rare. A new sound, a new location, a new face. Each one triggered a dopamine signal to help your brain focus on what might matter for survival. But modern environments deliver novelty every few seconds. New videos, new notifications, new posts, new messages. Your brain never finishes processing one signal before another one arrives. And over time, this changes how your attention system operates. Let's break down what's actually happening. 1. The dopamine fragmentation problem. Attention and dopamine are tightly linked. Dopamine is not just the pleasure chemical, it's the brain's motivation and focus signal. When something important appears, dopamine rises and your brain says, "This matters, pay attention." But rapid digital stimulation creates microdopamine spikes every few seconds. Scrolling, refreshing, switching tabs. Each small spike teaches your brain something dangerous. That novelty is more rewarding than depth. So when you try to focus on something slow, studying, reading, writing, your brain compares it to the stimulation it's used to. And it feels boring. Not because the task lacks value, but because your brain's reward threshold has been recalibrated. 2. The context switching cost. Your brain is not designed for constant task switching. Every time you switch from one task to another, your brain must perform something called cognitive reconfiguration. It shuts down one network and activates another. This process takes energy. When it happens repeatedly, messages, tabs, notifications, music changes, your brain enters a state of attention fragmentation. You may feel busy, but neurologically, you are spending most of your time restarting attention instead of sustaining it. Research on attention residue shows something important. Part of your brain remains stuck on the previous task even after switching. So you never reach full cognitive depth. You stay in the shallow end. 3. The boredom intolerance effect. This is one of the most overlooked problems. Your brain needs periods of boredom, not because boredom itself is productive, but because boredom resets the stimulation baseline. When your brain has nothing to react to, it begins generating internal signals, ideas, reflection, creative associations. But if boredom appears and you immediately reach for your phone, the brain learns a new rule. Discomfort must be eliminated instantly. Over time, your tolerance for stillness collapses. 5 minutes without stimulation starts to feel uncomfortable. Then 2 minutes. Eventually, even 30 seconds of silence feels unbearable. And without boredom tolerance, sustained attention becomes almost impossible. 4. The attention recovery system. The good news is that attention is not permanently damaged. It's trainable. But the process requires reversing the exact patterns that weakened it. First, reduce stimulation density. Your brain needs space between dopamine spikes. That means limiting rapid content switching. Fewer tabs, fewer notifications, less constant scrolling. Second, practice monotasking. Choose one task and give it your full cognitive bandwidth, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. Your brain is rebuilding the neural pathways of sustained focus. Third, reintroduce boredom intentionally. Short periods without stimulation allow your dopamine system to recalibrate. Walking without your phone, waiting without opening an app, sitting with your thoughts. These moments look unproductive, but neurologically they are attention recovery training. 5. The 20-minute focus rule. Your brain doesn't need hours to rebuild attention. It needs consistent depth. Start with a simple structure. 20 minutes of uninterrupted focus, no switching, no notifications, no quick checks, just one task. At first it will feel difficult. That's not failure. That's your brain encountering true cognitive depth again. And each time you sustain it, the attention system strengthens. Focus is not something you find. It's something you train. The real insight. Your attention span didn't disappear. It was trained in the wrong environment. Constant novelty taught your brain to prioritize stimulation over depth. but the same brain that learned that pattern can learn a new one. Lower stimulation, increase boredom tolerance. Practice sustained focus. Because attention is more than productivity, it's the system that determines what your brain experiences as meaningful. And if you don't consciously train it, the modern environment will train it for you.